Arcanine, the legendary Pokemon. The sight of it running over 6,200 miles in a single day and night has captivated many people. Overall, Arcanine is capable of just about anything. Its stats are all quite good across the board, so you can build it for physical offense, special offense, either defense, or even a supporting set as well. Its advantageous stat distribution and diverse move pool make it very easy to fit Arcanine onto just about any team. Unfortunately, though, this role confusion Arcanine suffers from means it's overshadowed in just about any role it can fulfill. Don't let that discourage you, though. Where other fire attackers can be frail, Arcanine has the bulk to take some hits. Where other walls may have weak offense, Arcanine has some bite to it. The ability for a single Pokemon to fill such a diverse number of team roles is one of Arcanine's major selling points. Arcanine's physical move pool and high physical attack lends its most favorable set to be one of great physical offense. Flare Blitz has great power, backed even further by Stab. Wild Charge is useful for bulky waters who think they can wall Arcanine, and Close Combat is useful against bulky rock types that Arcanine would otherwise struggle against, as well as hitting Blissey for great damage as well. Extreme Speed is always a great choice on anything that learns it. +2 priority means it will outspeed all the other standard high priority attacks like Mach Punch or Bullet Punch, in addition to being an impressive 80 base power. The main downside to this set is that, outside of Extreme Speed, the other 3 attacks suffer from notable drawbacks. Using the set effectively comes with great switch prediction to ensure you aren't dropping your defenses needlessly or taking extra damage from stealth rocks or entry hazards by switching Arcanine out against bad matchups. If physical offense isn't a need for your team, Arcanine can abuse the sun for some great special offense as well. Arcanine's special attack choices are limited to a fire attack of choice and solar beam, but both of these hit very hard when backed by the sun, so it doesn't need much else. Morning Sun is a logical choice for a support option. Because this set requires the sun to succeed anyway, healing 75% of your hit points in one move will help this Arcanine stick around. Your final attack can be any of Arcanine's good support options. Sunny Day can be useful for Arcanine to keep the sun going, but if you have Ninetales, this is largely unnecessary. Will-O-Wisp or Toxic can cripple opposing attackers or tanks respectively, or you can even carry Extreme Speed on this set as well to take advantage of the great priority. If you have a weather team that would benefit from another way to keep the sun shining, this Arcanine might be a good fit. If offense isn't your thing, Arcanine can also abuse a good Rest Talk set. In addition to Intimidate hampering opponents' physical offense, Arcanine can use Roar to further shuffle your opponent's team around and rack up more entry hazard damage. Also, when used in concert with Sleep Talk, Roar's negative priority is nullified, meaning Arcanine can use its decent speed to roar out your opponent's Pokemon before they can even act. Flare Blitz is significantly more powerful, but Flamethrower is a suitable replacement with no recoil damage. As with most Rest Talk sets, this one can be a liability if your opponent can take advantage of your sleeping Pokemon, so use this set with caution. Standard counters to Arcanine can be tough to find due to its sheer versatility. The undisputed king of stopping Arcanine is Heatran, who resists or is immune to everything Arcanine can dish out, save Close Combat, and threaten it with an Earth power. Gliscor is another decent choice. Though not resistant to Arcanine's stabs, its natural toughness and access to Earthquake means it can probably scare away most sets. Otherwise, strong counters will need to figure out Arcanine's set before risking them on it. Gastrodon is a great counter to the physical set, but a single Solar Beam will end it without issue. Other bulky waters will be taking strong damage from either set's coverage, so they will need to tread lightly as well. On top of that, Arcanine's fire typing means it cannot be burned, so the Great Wall of Jellicent will struggle without access to its Will-O-Wisp. Standard physical walls lose to the special set, and standard special walls lose to the physical set. As with all well-rounded Pokemon, you need to learn what it's carrying before you can reliably stop it. Because Arcanine can fit onto just about any team, the list of good teammates it has is quite extensive. Some of the best choices include its counterpart, Ninetales, for access to unlimited sun. Having 2 pure fire types on a single team might limit your defensive coverage, so though they make natural teammates from an ability and move pool standpoint, it's feasible that you won't want to use them both at once. Other than that, Arcanine really appreciates the removal of entry hazards. Forretress is the best choice, since its crippling fire weakness can be mitigated by Arcanine's Flash Fire. Claydol is another good choice, being immune to ground and resisting the rock attacks that hurt Arcanine. Both of these Pokemon are weak to water though, so a good water absorber like Vaporeon is a logical teammate to the Arcanine-Claydol combo. Arcanine's diversity is both its blessing and its weakness. It can support your team in a number of meaningful ways, but when using it, be sure that you don't end up with an inferior version of Infernape or Heatran. However, because it's capable of so much, it can be difficult for opponents to counter until they know what it's carrying. If you can use this to your advantage, you can find yourself in some favorable matchups and get some knockouts you might not get with the standard fire attacker choices out there. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for any future videos, leave them in the comments below. If you are interested in participating in our online Pokemon League, click the link in the description for more information.